Coach, we'll start with you. Obviously we had such a great match against Converse. What do you think happened going into the second match?
Well, I think Johnson Wells came to play, and they played very well tonight. They had some great hits and served us really hard. We had a hard time with our serve receive. So big difference was our serve receive game against Johnson Wells, and they just outplayed us.
As you fall behind early in the match, what are some of the things you said the serve receive?
Well, I think the Converse match, because there were a lot of errors on their side, made it kind of easiest for us to win that match. On this match, we had to earn every point because they weren't making a lot of mistakes, and they were forcing us to make mistakes. So I thought that was a big difference. We had to cut down our errors and just get a little better serve receive. And we struggled most of the night on our serve receive, which has been one of our strong points most of the season.
Yeah. As we fell in that first set, I mean, each set was relatively close. Going into that third set, what do you think happened as it was more of a lopsided, or fourth set, as we fell 25-13, I think.
Yeah, we got behind really quick, and it was hard to dig out of that hole. And again, I think because we're a young team, to stay that focus, to recognize, okay, we want to make it to 5, but we're going to have to earn our right. And they came back, and they made it really clear they're not going to lose, and so they served us really tough right there at the beginning. And I'll have to look at the film, but I would say probably out of the first 8 points, it was our bad passing, at least 6 of them. And we just couldn't get our offense running. So, they played a really good match.
As we had 2 quality opponents, you take from tonight, like you said, we're a young team, and, everybody was getting kind of wrapped up in the winning streak, but it's almost a good thing, I think, to kind of bring us back down to earth and show us some of those weak spots. So going forward, what are we going to address?
Right, we have a lot to learn, and it's probably good to get another loss early on in our season, so we can, things that we've been talking about now, we can show them on the match film that, okay, this is what we're not doing, and if we are going to continue to win against good teams, we're going to have to fix some of these areas. So, yeah, I think it's a hard loss, but I think it's going to be a good loss, and hopefully a loss that we'll learn from. And we get to play Johnson Wells again in about 2 weeks at their place. And, we're hoping that we're going to go and give them a really, really good match.
Kendra, let's go to you. Let's rewind all the way back to the Converse game a little bit. You had some great kills, and as Coach said, that the flow seemed to be much better offensively. So rewinding yourself back to that game, what do you think was going right for you guys?
Well, it was exciting to feel like we were playing as a team, and then once that momentum gets started, it gets fun and you can get into it. I think that really kind of kept driving us forward in that game.
As you rode the momentum of that win against Converse and come out, and as Coach said, Johnson came out kind of right from the start playing real well. So as a player on the court, as you guys come into the huddle after those points, what are you telling the team?
Yeah, we got to try to not let that first game affect the second game, but I think sometimes you just kind of maybe get overconfident or maybe think it's going to be the same. We got to put that behind us, and really it's so much mental that once that we got to try to get that out of our heads, and that's what I try to tell people.
As you guys, tough loss tonight to Johnson, but as you move forward, even to later on this weekend, we play Pensacola again. From a player's perspective, what do you think we got to take from tonight? Both the good and the bad, from the good from the Converse and good even from Johnson Wales into Saturday's match.
Yeah, always things we can learn from. That's what Coach was telling us tonight, that each player has something that they can learn from this loss tonight. That they, even in our practice on Thursday, we're going to really work on those things for our game on Saturday.